Hello everyone, welcome back to more Legend of the Blue Blur, where I play through every single Sonic game in chronological order of their release. And last time I finished off the last stage in the game, well, except for Cannon Score. That's gonna be after this. But I got every other stage, and before we do Cannon Score, I want to go and get all of the Chao stuff done. But you've probably noticed I've done some Chao grinding here and there at the end of the videos, except for the last few, because I actually finished with this Chao. It's level 99 and everything. It's got decent stats. Some are definitely better than others. I'm kind of dreading Chao Karate because of the low power. And the swim isn't any better, really. But whatever. Well, we should be able to power through with the stats as they are. But I came to Neutral Garden and I dropped off all the stuff I had by accident. There's no Chao in here. I guess I give it to Cash that there's no point. It's level 99 and everything. Even stamina. So, it's time to go in. I think I'm going to start with Chao Karate, because I don't think there's going to be any fluff here. And I just moved to Cash in here because I don't have to go through the Hero or Dark Garden menus. I can go straight to the Chao Garden and there it is. I don't have any in the Hero Garden anymore, and the rest are all in the Dark Garden because I tried to move them all into one garden and that worked out so well. Yeah, there's Glutton, which was the original Chao I tried building up. Rascal and Hero, which are the ones I made for the Hero and Dark Gardens. And Adam here, I made trying to get a decent Chao between Glutton and Cash. It was actually part of the Chao grind too originally, but I cut it out. But the stats just weren't there. And I just felt like, after a while, you know what, I'm better off just going back to Cash. Which, I love. That name was random, by the way, but I love it because I kept using the Supersonic Racing remix for all those Chao grinding segments. It's like, it was too perfect. You know, I'm sorry. I'm stalling and explaining stuff like that because I never actually stopped to explain anything, really. Now, we already did Beginner. I'll do it again. Maybe. No. Is there... No, I will. It's like, I wasn't sure if it was worth it. The thing is, I don't know if Super Expert will unlock for a specific Chao unless you do all of them. That's my excuse anyway. This probably won't even be a real fight. Let's be real. Like, one-hit kill, right? Yep. But this is the other reason why I don't really mind if I do Beginner too. It's not going to take that long. Super Expert's the only one I'm kind of worried about, which isn't even unlocked yet, so great. I should have opened up my tab for it beforehand, but I believe the way these work is different stat attributes you have apply to different things. Like, swim is defense, I think fly is evasion, run is attack speed, power is power, and stamina is your health. I think that's how it works. So, you would think power is actually the most important here, but the internet actually says no. It actually says speed is most important, which I guess makes sense. Like, it doesn't really matter how strong your Chao is if it never gets the chance to attack, right? Dinner. It's wearing a pot, that's great. I don't think I got that one before. I think I got one named Happy or something. No, this one's Happy. Okay. This is... I'm sorry, I know it's a little mundane, but... I'd make the best sports commentator, right? Gotta love Oma Chao there in the background, too. So I'm just being paranoid here. I'm sorry if it's redundant. So there. So I already did the Chao races beginner for this one, so I'm not gonna do that too. Oops, wait. Oh no, I hit A by accident. I'm on a Switch controller, by the way, so A is B for those of you that are Xbox brained. So I know the Xbox buttons there on the bottom make it really confusing, but it's basically A is B and B is A for me. I've played enough games I can interpret it pretty easily. Lucky, eh? Considering how beginner just went, I'm not expecting much. You're a Dark Chao though, which means you're an adult at the very least. Yeah, that didn't go well. Smokey. Smokey and the Bandicoot? Crash Wrath of Cortex reference? No, probably not. Definitely not, because this game came out first. But I just said that and it dawned on me. This game came out before Wrath of Cortex, so Wrath of Cortex looks like it's like half a decade older. Wow. Yeah, I was thinking for a while I might do a Crash series like I am for Legend of Blue Blur. Once I finish up SI2, just because I want to add some writing there somewhere. Maybe not Crash, but something. I was going to do Spyro for a while too, because I was thinking Reignited Trilogy, but then I realized how many different ports there are for different games, and they're all different. This mostly applies to like, the Legend of Spyro games. Like, there's GBA ports, there's the console ports, of course, there's mobile phone ports, there's DS ports, which are different from the GBA ones. Oh, finally! Someone didn't get one-shotted. Yeah, that was extremely one-sided. Look at that health bar. Barely even dented. Stinky. Everyone here is wearing a beanie. I never really went over this, but as I understand it, hats decrease the speed of a Chao, but they increase their power. Or no, they increase the defense. That's it. So Chao actually has really good evasion. I guess so is Cash. Apparently. Finally. Someone landed a hit. There we go. Stinky ran out of zeal, and that was actually a moderately interesting one to watch just because they kept dodging each other. And here we go. Finally, another Chao emblem. But, although to be fair, I could have gotten this anytime, probably. It's just now's when I decided to go for it. Still going for this. And now we're going to go for Expert. I hope I'm right about just having to do these three for the Super Expert to show up, because there's clearly supposed to be one after this, and I'm certain that's what it's called. You're just called Magic. It's a Hero Chao, but other than that I can't really tell. Looks like it has beanies on its arms and legs. It's kind of weird. Oh, you're good at dodging too. I mean, you're just good at dodging. You're better than me at dodging. Terrible at defense, though. Remember, this is supposed to be the hard mode. Although, I think they expect you to do this with your Chao stats averaging around level 60. I think that's how it works with the races, at least. I don't know about karate for sure. Oh, someone with half decent defense. I mean, I know you were in a hat, but still. Still took 2 hits to take you out, though. So that puts us up to 3 now. We're at the 3rd round. Everyone here wears hats. Oh, a swim type. Woody. Looks like the Adam Chao that I have. The one that I intentionally made the one to swim Chao so I could finally get a Chao with the swim set that wasn't D ranked, and I did, but it's just it didn't excel in anything. That's why I went back to Cash, because it was more well-rounded, but it didn't excel at all. Rainbow. You are definitely not a rainbow. Nice try, though. Another one's good. Oh, another dodge fest. Let's go. Aw, I got excited for a second. Oh, you actually kept a little bit of your health. It's the first time that's happened for me so far. But yeah, it can happen. If they're knocked out of the ring, it's considered immediate disqualification regardless of their health. Wacky is a Sonic Chao. Like Green Sonic Chao. Maybe it's like early evolution or something. But I think Cash here is a run... Like they started as a run Chao, but then they turned into a power Chao somewhere along the line. Or maybe a fly type. You had a lot of health or defense. And/or defense, but didn't matter. Like, I don't really care. Like, I wanted to turn this into a Sonic Chao, but I kind of like how it looks now. So, it's like the only part that's kind of looks weird to me is the arms and legs. I actually like the penguin eyebrows though. Those can stay. And again, appearances don't even matter that much for Chao, so whatever. I'm hoping we unlock Super Expert from that. Because there's one more to go. Okay. Thank you. Okay, yeah, super. Good. One more to go. Crunch, eh? Okay, I'm sorry. I already made my Wrath of Cortex joke for this video. I don't want to exceed the quota, but it's there's definitely one there. Oh wow, they punched each other at the same time. It was great. Like, who's gonna punch first? They're both gonna punch first. Oh, another one of these Sonic type Chao. They're green Chao though. And also, I don't think they're evolved enough to actually be a proper Sonic Chao. Oh, you actually have a fair bit of defense. Not that I think it's gonna help you any. You're gonna get knocked out of the ring before you even get the chance. Seriously, look at... I just wish that Cash would actually walk out of the ring. Or Cash would finally walk for... What the... Okay, it wasn't even out of Zeal yet. At least I don't think it was, but whatever. It worked. Oh, Chaos Chao. Crystal. This is the type of Chao that can happen. I think I mentioned it once, either in this game or DX, but it takes an absurd amount of effort to create one. It's not worth it at all. But you have to wait for a Chao to reincarnate, and then you have to feed them an exact number of animals or Chaos Drives. Which, for Chaos Drives, is 0. I think it's one of every type of animal. Which, I'm not even sure how that works. Like, especially for DX. Like, well, what if you want to make a Chaos Chao? Do you have to port it in from SA2? Because there's certain animals that are only in that game. Oh, I didn't realize that I was out of Zeal too. Crap. I wasn't paying attention. Well, yeah, when that happens, you just gotta mash the A button. I almost lost because of that. Yikes. There we go. That's the first time it's actually happened for me. Yeah, you just gotta mash the A button to restore the Zeal. Another... The last one was called Crystal, this one's called Angel. I think this is actually a Dark Chao, ironically enough. You can't really tell because the flame effect is going on the ball where the spike would be, or the halo, or the ball. Depending on the type. Like, Dark Chao have the spike ball, Neutral Chao have the just normal ball, like what Cash has here. And Hero Chao have the halo, like what Crystal had in the last round. But again, one of the animals replaces the whatever it is with the flame. I don't remember which it is. It's one of the haunted theme types. So it's not the skeleton dog, and I don't think it's the bat. But I think that's it too. What the? Okay, I don't have the slightest idea how to get a flash. Like, I don't know everything about Chao, okay? I know a lot. Probably more than at least 90% of people that played this game. But, oh, you have a lot of defense. You actually have more than I do. Yikes. Okay, this could be bad, actually. I have no idea who's gonna win this one. Cash has higher speed, and I think that's what's working for him right now. He has higher speed. Yeah, okay, so that round was the epitome of speed matters. Because I actually had lower defense, I had lower everything, but I had the higher speed. Flash just couldn't get in to attack me in time. Outside those first couple turns. Even though my attacks were doing less, it didn't end up mattering. And alright, there we go. There's Chao Karate all done. I am now going to go and do some the Chao races. I want to get the redundant stuff done. You know how the Jewel races have the 1 through 4s, for example? I want to do that off screen because it would be super redundant watching those 5 times each. So, see y'all in a second. Alright everyone, I am back and I am going for more of these races, and by more I mean the rest of them. I'm not showing off beginner here like I did with the karate, because I think karate, it was short, so I figured, you know what, whatever. Plus there's the whole super expert thing. I didn't know how to unlock it for sure, so I figured, you know what, fine, just in case. Just in case it has a requirement to do all of them with the same Chao. Because I had actually done the easy one before as a glutton, I think, instead of cash. Right, so this one's swimming. I would be slightly worried about this one if Chao didn't have good running to compensate for the lack of swimming skills. Plus, flying actually ends up being kind of important too. Not so much here as much as the big pond, but it does come into play, and my flying stat is way better than my swim stat. That being said, like, flying honestly isn't that important, so if you end up skipping it, whatever. Here it is. Here's the big flight. I just skipped about a third of the course. Or, well, not the course. It skipped about a third of the pond. And I haven't even boosted yet. I don't really need to, though. But this will be fine. So I just need to win. I don't need to beat my course record or anything. I had a tab open. Let me see if I still have... I do. So it tells me which items I get for winning which races. Just so I can tell y'all. The aquamarine one is a Sonic doll. Yep. Just, that is really low poly, first of all. Second of all, that actually shows up in one of the later races. So, kind of interesting. I'm guessing they just play with it once in a while. Alright, time for Topaz. I'm getting the other tab open. It's more important, I think. I'm switching between 2 tabs. One of them tells me the general information for the races, and the other one just has the rewards. And I already checked what it was for this one. It's a broom. And this is a flying course. I don't need to check the tab for that. This is just something I know, because I can look at the other Chao. They're clearly nice Chao. Like in the last course, they were clearly swimming Chao. And somehow I'm still better at flying than them. But only a couple of them so far even seem like they've landed outside the water. Yikes. Oh, another flight. It's like the funny thing with the flying here is though, it's like it only really works as a shortcut. If you have a decent run or swim or power stat, it doesn't matter. Which is arguably true for all the stats, but it's the most noticeable with flight, I feel. We're almost done here. Fine, I'll go and burn through some of my stamina now. I've got more than I need. I've got 2 bars and change. I haven't even come close to running out on any of these. So what 99 rank B stamina will do for you. So yeah, we get the broom. Shame we're probably never gonna get to see Cash use any of these, but can't be helped, I suppose. Next is running, I believe. Does it tell me? Key to winning is, yes, it's running. This one actually gave me a little trouble. But that's just because I got really unlucky and Cash just kept tripping. So by the end, I just had to spam all of my stamina boosts. And you can see I'll use Chao. There's even a few Sonic Chao in here. Just what I originally intended to make Cash. Like, I even named... I tried naming it something like Pseudo Sonic, but I didn't have the character spaces. Oh, look, tripping again. Great. Oh, lovely. It's fine. Cash is clearly faster than the others. You know, not super worried. Yeah, like I was saying before, I did try to make Cash here into a normal Sonic Chao, but first of all, the name just wasn't working because of the 7-character limit. But also, just... I ended up just caring about levels more than anything. Like, I wanted to get the running stat for the first evolution for sure, but after that, I didn't really care so much. And I did get the running stat. You can kind of tell just by looking at him. Just got this little bend here at the end. Now, so let's go through some of our stamina now. Again, we got more than enough. Plus, I don't really like this bend because I trip on it almost every time I go on it. So let's just get through it as quickly as possible, okay? Alright, so next is Garnet. Oh, I didn't check what the lockable is here. It is Picture Book. Nice. I'm guessing they just look at it once in a while. It's like, I doubt they learn new drawings from it or anything, but it'd be cool if they did. Yeah, this is the power one. Again, my power stat's not particularly good, but I'm not super worried either because these actually aren't as running oriented as you might think. You got some of what I like to call the Volcano Chao in here. Just those deep red with the hair spiking us straight up. I don't know, I think it looks kind of like a volcano. It looks silly, and I like calling it that, so that's what I do. You need your fly again and some power. Swim if your fly isn't very good, but the odds of you having to swim much are low. Oh, bad luck. Tripping is a luck stat associated thing, which is a stat they don't even show you in game. We only know it exists because of the whole thing the original well, not original, the GameCube version had, where you could port your Chao over to Sonic Advance. Because Sonic Advance menu did show the luck menu, and showed another menu called Intelligence. And they're still in this game, but you can't see them. Things that from what people have been able to gather online, their stats are increased by basically everything. Give it a Chaos Drive, it increases. Give it a fruit, it increases. Give it animals, Chaos Drives, like basically anything. Pretty sure even petting it increases it. Pogo Stick. And we just got to get through the quote-unquote hard ones, the Onyx and Diamond. Onyx gave me a little trouble. I mean, again, I never actually lost or anything, but I came close once. I had to start spamming boosts. Cash, no, don't sleep on the job. Whatever. Alright, so like I was talking before, there's two hidden stats in the game, Intelligence and Luck, and this race is entirely that. So you gotta rely on your Luck and Intelligence stats. Oh wow, a lot of them got stunned. That's bad luck. Just, I kinda like too how, like, in this race and the next one too, the Diamond race, it's just the normal Chao. Just I think this is what happens when you give it nothing or balance. It'll evolve as a neutral type or normal. I've never had that happen, so I don't know, but I think that increases stamina. Or the stamina grade, rather. Because I don't know of a stamina type, so I just assumed that's it. Unless you just happen to find an S rank stamina. So this is a little intelligence test. It shows the picture and then your Chao will go pick something up. Hopefully what it is supposed to grab. And if it gets it right, they'll do a little dance and they'll be allowed to pass. If they get it wrong, then I think they're knocked out and they have to go find the right one once they're recovered. And I could get one of my dumb Chao, I guess. I could put Adam up there and see how he does, but I just don't think it's worth it. Uh-oh, somebody got it wrong. Like, I didn't have sound on when I was doing these races. I was listening to some YouTube videos, so... But you know, this went for a while. Also, there's trapdoors in here, and I think I triggered one. Yep. Most of these have trapdoors. This is kind of just a luck thing, whether or not it'll trigger. But it almost always happens, so... Blah. Oh, my Chao's everywhere, but... Crayons. Wait, is that the reason why none of my Chao have been able to draw? Because I sent most... Like, I think the only one that hasn't learned how to draw yet is Adam. The rest of them should have known, they haven't. Interesting. I hadn't actually noticed that until just now, but I just looked at that statue above it. It has a book called History of Chao. You know what? Considering those Chao and space movies, I would actually read that book. Like, I'm sure the actual model there is empty, but whatever. Diamond Race, it's a mix of everything. Oh no, I got a bad one. Got some bad luck. Okay, wake up. Wake up! There you go. That was... Wow, we are at a disadvantage now. Better start boosting. Like, I know I haven't been boosting much. It's because I don't really need it. Another little tip and trick tidbit thing. I haven't really... I think I brought this up in the beginner video, but whatever. Don't boost when you're at a disadvantage. Like, this Chao has disadvantage of swimming and power. Don't do that. Boost when you're at an advantage. Like, this Chao has an advantage in running. That's where its high stat is. So I should boost when I'm just running on the ground. Which is obviously ideal because you spend so much time running. You want a Chao with a really high run stat, but... Again, there are times where you're going to be on stuff like this. Or we're going to run into that intelligence test later, which I don't really think you can boost through, but... Going to boost some more. At least enough to get in the first place. Alright. It'll be kind of interesting to see how this goes, because I actually kind of want to see what'll happen. I haven't been this close to all the Chao forts. Like, there's not enough of the Sonic dolls. Oh no, I'm not going to get to see it. Because this isn't like SA1 where you can switch camera between the Chao. Like, you're stuck watching yours. Which is fine, that's probably how it should be, but... yeah, I really do wish I could watch that other Chao. That's the one that's about to get it wrong. I think I heard something fall on it. Yeah, something falls on it! Immediately after it buzzes. I'm gonna boost again because I have a low swim stat and I'd rather get my advantage here now. Like, it's not a terrible swim stat, it's still passable, it's just... Look, this Chao is clearly faster than mine. It's just my low grade. That's the difference between an A grade and a D grade. They matter. Don't just freak it off thinking, oh, whatever. It's also part of the reason why I didn't want to deal with the nonsense back in SA1. because you don't have the Chao Doctor, so you can't check your stats. Oh, good. I thought this one didn't have the trap. Well, never mind. Whatever, I still win. And now when trigger the trap too, you can see it in the corner. And we get bubbles. I'm gonna get the other tab open, the challenge race tab. Oh, goody! Here's another emblem, finally. Next we're gonna do the challenge races. I have no idea what to expect with this. I didn't do any, I only did the jewel stuff, because the hero, dark, and challenge stuff, they're all different races. So let's go! These later ones might actually do... Oh, different background music. Interesting. But yeah, that's right. Now I remember. The jewel in beginner races have different music than the challenges have different music from heroes has different music from dark. That's right. I completely forgot about that. So, this is kind of like the diamond. Or all of them are, rather. Oh, I was wondering what happened with that last one. It's like, what happened? But... yeah, like I was saying, this is kind of like the diamond race and the jewel. There's a bunch of stuff. Expect to be tested on anything. And just like the jewel races, you want to wait till you have an advantage. Cash has an advantage in running, so this is when I want to boost. So if you're one of the people that finds it tedious to level up your stamina, I guess you can try to preserve it, but I kind of think you're better off just doing what I did. Go to the hero garden and just feed all your Chao there because it levels up more. At least if you're on the HD version. It's a glitch that was introduced in the HD version. The GameCube and Dreamcast versions don't have that. At least I assume it's a glitch. I don't know how they did it, but it happened. And I took advantage of it because it's in the game. Why would I not? And it's not something like, say, the Chaos Control glitch in Shadow the Hedgehog, where it has the potential of crashing your game. Oh, wow, yeah. I can just put my controller down. This isn't going to be any problem. I only boosted it once, remember? You can still hear them swimming. Great. I love this background music, too. It's so goofy sounding. Can't just help it smile a little bit, though. Okay, you know what? Boost time. I don't care anymore. I'm not going to boost enough that I run out of stamina, but I'm going to try to get up to the point where it's down to the last bar. There's another tip about the stamina, by the way. Don't boost until your original boost is over. They don't stack. You might have noticed me doing this. Yeah, there's a reason. The boosts don't stack. You're just going to overwrite it and lose all your stamina from that. Here, I have some extra stamina and I have a lead, so whatever. I'll just do a double boost. Oh, wait. No, they don't. It looked like it stacked for a second, but it doesn't. I saw Cash slow down. They're all the intelligence tests, I see. Looks like a roughly 50-50% success and fail rate. Yeah, these are still some relatively young Chao. Like, they're past their first evolution. I can see some fly types. I see a swim type there. I think there's a run. I don't see any power. He returns. Who's he? Am I supposed to remember who he is? Well, he is the one that's on number 8. I get the feeling he's not going to be much of a challenge. Yeah, so far it's not looking like it. Like, number 8 there is slightly better off than everyone else, but... Oh, wow. I got the lucky open for the Jack, and I just end up tripping. That's great. Yeah, he really wasn't that much of a challenge. But I don't know what his name is supposed to be, so I'm just gonna call him he. I assume that's fine. Right, come on, come on, come on. Drop those fruits. We gotta eat. There he is. It's all tired looking too. No wonder you're losing. I gotta stop putting my controller down. It's just... There's not really much you can do in these. If Chao Gardens ever come back, I kind of hope that if they do the races again, they have so that you can actually control your Chao. Like, they can still have it so the stats matter. There's a lot of times where I feel like we'd be better off if we can control the Chao ourselves. Like, the only quote-unquote downside I can see to that is that the intelligence stat would be made moot. Because you would be controlling the Chao now. But every other stat I can think of would still apply, so... Oh, it's kind of an interesting thing to talk about. We haven't had a Chao Garden since this game, but there is apparently some talk at Sega about maybe bringing it back for the next game after Forces. Apparently. But those are just rumors, and those rumors have been around for who knows how long, so don't take them as gospel, but they're there. I saw the poll from the Sonic Twitter. Basically, they had Twitter poll asking which feature they wanted to return, and Chao Garden basically destroyed everything else. I think the other things were two-player split screen, character customization, which, by the way, shame on you if you vote on that. I don't care about the others, but shame on you for that one. No, man, what was the other one? I don't even remember the other one. It's not relevant to this video anyway, so doesn't really matter. Ah, bad luck strikes back. But yes, like, of course Chao Garden was going to win, though. It was the only one on that list that hadn't shown up for over a decade. And if we aren't counting the tiny gardens or SA2, then thankfully it hadn't shown up for 2 decades! I mean, that's kind of a stretch, I admit. But still. Been a while. Still got a lot of Sonic games to get through. That little statement I made about the 2 decades just dawned on me. I'm trying? Oh, it's a different racetrack this time. Okay. So it's not the same every time, because I noticed they were the same this time. It's just, if they're the same every time, then I'm gonna enjoy this one. Now I'm trying hard on this one. I'm gonna get the max stats, and I'm gonna obliterate you, Chao. That was nice seeing Chao trip. I totally forgot about that video I said I was gonna do. But I should do that soon. Yeah, I'm really doing that. It will be great. Okay, I'm gonna leave the rest of my stamina. Because a little bit of stamina is consumed just by running normally and doing various things. It's kind of hard to gauge how much you need. It's like, just to be safe. It's like, and if you're wondering what happens when you get 0, because it hasn't happened to me yet, your Chao will immediately slow down to half speed for everything. For the remainder of the race. Which, depending on where you are, that could either be a complete non-issue, or it could be the difference between winning and losing. And again, you're out of stamina, so you can't boost. It's dangerous. Yeah, this was another non-challenge. I don't know what I expect when I have level 99 everything, but... Oops, I hit the wrong button. Oh no. I hit the A button by mistake, which is really the B button because switch controller. I'm racing animals! Wait, is it different every time? Yeah, it is! Oh, well, okay. So I guess that their stats correlate to the animal that they represent, right? So, like the Cheeto and the bunny are run types, the gorilla power, the otter swimming, the penguin swimming. Yeah, that's probably how it works. Actually, so far the gorilla is in second place. They all seem to be roughly the same speed. I kind of got the hunch that bunny behind the gorilla is pushing it forward, though. Well, I can't even tell now, so what's it matter? Barely even see them. It's a nice idea, it's just... Got so many of these races we gotta get through, too. There's 12 of these. That's just for challenge mode. Yeah, that's just one emblem. Yeah, this part is something basically, you gotta grind up all your stats just so you can go through this. Although, funny thing is, I didn't even have to do that much grinding. I did 2 Chao grinding videos, and one of them ended up being kind of obsolete, partially. And the other one, I cut a good chunk of it out, so it was kind of obsolete too. Everything else was just playing the game normally. I thought for sure that Cheeto would be second place. Go figure. Wait, the Cheeto's in last? Because I think it goes from left to right. Oh, right. You get rewards for every 4. So, I'm actually going to show this off because the challenge mode rewards are slightly different than the ones from Beginner and Jewel Race. Because those are unique to Chao. Challenge mode are different. They show up in the exact gardens. Like, challenge shows up in the neutral garden. As I understand it, you cannot take it out of the garden. Here, I'm going to check, but I'm pretty sure I won't have it anymore. Yeah, you don't. It's restricted to this garden. That's the same for every reward in the challenge mode thing. And the same applies for rewards you get from the Hero and Dark races, only that are for Hero and Dark gardens respectively. And this thing is way past your physics than I thought it would. Wow. This is way too much fun. Go fetch it, Sonic! Okay, I'm sorry. I was getting slightly bored from all the challenge races. Let's keep going. Next is the Cockroach Chao? That's what it says! At least on my tab. Yeah, Cockroach Chao. Oh, they're Dark Chao this time. So far they've all been neutral, or Oma Chao, or animal. Oh, they're not all Dark Chao, just that one. There's some neutrals in here. There's a lot of Hero. Seems like you're the only Dark Chao here. Interesting. Oh, come on! I'm already in last place because of that. Okay, good. At least I didn't get stunned from that. Losing from 8th place to 5th. Whatever, let's boost fest it. In several years before Sonic Unleashed came out. Or, I mean, I guess if you wanted to get real technical, even Sonic Rush, which was the first real boost Sonic game. It's a handheld game and people don't hold them in quite the same regard as the console games, which is a shame because they are good games. It's just they're on handhelds. Okay, good. I thought my Chao was running for that triangle fruit for a second. I was like, no! No, it's going for the Sonic toy. I still want to see what happens when somebody screws this up, but I don't think I'm going to get to see that this time. And if I had known that there was one of these ahead, I wouldn't have boosted. Not that I think it would have made much of a difference. Let's get down this stupid incline. It spooks me whenever I boost on here because I can't see the difference in running speed here. I know it happens, but I can't see it. I think there's going to be another of those luck traps here. Yep, that's why I didn't boost. Joke's on you, it's another trap! No, just kidding. Dark Chao is number 2. I was literally just about to say I bet the Dark Chao is number 2. Let's see, next is... What? There are some weird ones in this. Like, if the Oma Chao and the animals race didn't tip you off. I just guess what we're racing next time. We are literally racing eggs with feet. I'm gonna let this play out because I actually want to see this. Wow, that is great. We are literally racing eggs. Eggs with feet. Also, just dawned on me, I never actually let this play out before, so fine. I did on my original recording of these, but I had to re-record it, I remember that. And there's no skipping this. That gets really redundant after a while, I know, but can't be helped. I think there's an intelligence test up ahead, so I'm not going to boost. I think that's what that is up there. That might just be a pool of water, though. And I'm ahead anyway. Come on, trip. Trip! It's horrible, I want my own Chao to trip. I was right, this is the intelligence test. Is there actually a test? Of course not. I don't know why I expect there to be one. They don't have hands. They can't grab anything. Like, that should have been obvious, but... Oh well. Oh man, it's nice having high stamina. Got a little bit more to go. Boost away! Okay, there's no luck traps there. Good. Or if there is, I didn't trigger it. I just want to get through this. Like, I'm getting scared that they're getting this close to me already. Like, I know you probably think I'm crazy for saying that, but what I mean is there's 12 of these, and they're supposed to get gradually harder. If I'm already seeing them at... It's like, I saw them at the Hero in Dark thing. I think it was this one. Or maybe... No, it wasn't this. It must have been this one. The one with the Hero in Dark Chao. Skeleton group. Literally just Chao skull hats. Nothing terribly special here. Oh, is it nighttime? Oh no, this is the Dark Chao arena. They're playing the challenge mode music, but this is the Dark Garden race arena. Well, a little spoiler for that. But yeah, they changed the aesthetic for the Hero and Dark races. This being the latter, as I have stated a few times now. Oh, and I think this is another one that has the luck stat, and these ones actually have hands, so the chance exists. I really like how the water looks here. Like, I'll talk more about it later when we're actually doing the dark races, I'm sure, but it's like there's something about this, just the color swap that just looks so good to me. Gotta shake the tree. I don't actually know what stat is associated with this. I want to say it's power based on the fact that it was in the Garnet race, but it might not be exclusively power. It might be partially luck, too. I can maybe see them interpreting a run as being speed for that or something. Remember, don't boost on your weakness. Unless swimming is your strong suit for the Chao, which... I mean, it has a chance of happening. I just prefer Chao with high run stats. Oh, it is an intelligence test, but it doesn't matter because my Chao is so far ahead of the others. I'm not going to get to see it. But just be sure, like, there's no way to swap, right? Oh, you can boost here. It's just totally pointless. So yeah, I just smashed every button on my controller and nothing happened. Wait, I didn't hit the minus button. No. There's the screenshot button, which I don't think does anything on Steam. And there's the home button, which just brings up the Steam menu. Whatever, I'm just gonna get to the end now. I've humored this race long enough, let's go. It's just a little texture color swap, but I love how it looks here. The funny thing is, I don't even like the aesthetic of the normal Chao, or the Dark Garden, I mean. I think part of it is the pool of blood, like it's supposed to be this really grim looking thing, but it just doesn't feel like it fits there. It's part of the reason why I almost never use that garden. The other one being, and this is the problem that both this game and SA1 had, which is there's a clear favoritism for one garden. So you're clearly meant to use the neutral garden in this game and Station Square in SA1. Because in both of them they have the racetrack only accessible from that garden. SA1's even worse though, because they put the black market in the Station Square too. And it's only Station Square. It's so weird. Like, you would have thought at the very least they would have put something in for the Hero Race and Dark Race in those specific gardens. Maybe, something like that. I don't know. It's like, there really wouldn't have been that big of a disconvenience. At least I don't think it would have been. Oh no, we graduated from skulls and now we're going to pumpkins. Also, we're going to get a reward for this one. I don't know what it is because I stopped checking the tab. I wouldn't be surprised now. Why are they even panning over? They all look the same. Just slightly different skin tones. Or actually, no, I guess there's a fair bit of differentiation between the skin tone, but it's not much. Oh, come on, they almost all got shocked. Oh, whatever, I'm not gonna get to see any of them. The intelligence do that anyway, so fine. I think there's trees up ahead, so I'll just go ahead and let Cash get him. It's so beautiful. There's still 4 more races after this, and just for the challenge mode. There's also, I think it's 8 races for Hero and 8 races for... Like, I'm gonna check that. Because that seems a bit high. Okay, no, it's only 4 for Hero and 4 for Dark, so there's 8 more races after. So that's a bit easier to swallow. That's 4 less races than I thought. It's still a lot. Especially considering this one has 12. Come on, drop it off. Gotta get going. It's not necessarily like I'm losing or anything, it's just we got so many of these races we gotta burn through. This isn't even the end of the game, mind you. I still gotta do Canon Score after this. I just felt like it would be more fitting if I got the 180th emblem after finishing Canon Score instead of the Chao Gardens. That just... It just seemed more fitting here, okay? It made sense to me. That crab has a lot of water in its mouth. They all do, really. Can't really see the one up... Oh, now I can. Thank you, different camera angles. So far, we haven't had any major problems. It's nice. Wait, there might be a luck stat thing here. Nope, okay. So I don't like boosting there because you never know. And even if there is, you might not trigger it, so... eh. So what do we get here? Jack in the Box. Interesting. So yeah, there should be more challenge race options now, because there was only 8 before, but I know there's 12. Yeah, there's 4 more now. Be afraid of the ghosts. It's literally just Chao with the bat effect. So they don't have legs. So Cashier had that effect more than... Now you all have flames. But I mentioned it back in the Chao party, but how do you get that? Because I just don't know. Like, I would probably get rid of it even if I got it, but... ah, darn it. Oh well. All but 2. And I'm not one of the 2. Whatever, it's fine. I actually kind of prefer it this way, because it means I have a better chance of seeing the stupid intelligence test. Yeah, I'm still hung up on that. No. Lost that chance. What an advantage. Climbing's my low stat, by the way. I think it is literally my lowest stat. Although swimming is only like, what, 8 points higher, which is nothing when we're talking hundreds, if not thousands. I think it has a 1600 in power in swimming. Derpity herp. Come on, guys, you can do it. Outpace me. I want to see somebody screw up the intelligence test. The problem, too, is, though, like, these top 2, they're probably going to pass it, because they're probably the top of the crop Chao instead of the bottom tier ones in the back. I still want to see it, though. Plus, it gives me something to talk about, so there. Can't complain. Go, go, go! Now be slow. Come on, pick wrong, pick wrong. No, you're not gonna pick wrong. I can't tell about the others because the camera angle. No, they're all carrying Sonic dolls. Whatever. Kind of stinks too, just like there's no luck test for the beginner tier, so you don't really get to see a lot of those. I would like to see someone fail the luck test. On top of that, I'm sure that it's not that hard to just place Jack in the Boxes somewhere. Or actually, no, even better. You can kind of tell it from where the intelligence test is. Just to the right, there's that square that's grayed off. I bet you that's the start of one of the stages. In fact, I think it is the start of one of the stages. I could have just started them from there. There you go, intelligence tests. Oh well. Yes, it can't be helped. It would have just been more tedious grinding anyway, but... dang, my curiosity just needs to be quenched. I'm probably going to end up checking once I'm done recording. Still going. Cash has been our MVP by a mile. It's he again. He. I like how, like, if you look at him for a second, like, he has open eyes at first and they just close. Like, the pupils shrink too. Just like, I don't care. Get the camera off me. Same track too. Okay. And there's other Chao here too. But I think it's number 3. That's the one with he. Can't tell because he's sleeping. 8's the only one that looks kind of similar, but that silly smile ruins it. Nah, it was 3. And yeah, he definitely has the highest stats of everyone here, except for me. Ah, we both get stunned by bad luck. Nice. Sorry, He, I'm not amusing your antics. Not this time. I've been at this for too long. And just like that, I'm in first place. So I really love the penguin eyebrows on this Chao. I just noticed that when climbing up that hill. It's like, I usually don't like them. I feel like they're too gaudy, but for a Chao like this, it's just this bright purple hue. I think it actually works. Especially with the blue lines going up. It works. The other animal parts I don't really care much for. I guess the tiger tail's fine, but there's something about those eyebrows that they just work. So I'm guessing green dot there is he. The guide here says his name is Chakron, but I have yet to see anything in the game that indicates that, so I'm just gonna keep calling him he. Intelligence test. My rival. No, but it's not. It's only my rival because I want to see somebody fail it. Now, I'd even take Cash failing it at this point. Just someone. Pick wrong. I'm not even good to see it. Fine. I'm gonna save my stamina for after I get past the pond. Because nothing hurts more than having half stamina at a part where you have low stats. Or relatively low stats. And again, there's the whole thing about the slopes being kind of finicky. They're only getting past it now. Great. Okay, now I can boost spam. Alright, I'm gonna leave the rest of my stamina as is, just in case. Plus, there's that! Okay, now I can boost, because it's not gonna wear off until, yeah. It doesn't matter if you used last year boost before you cross the finish line, because you're not gonna have to deal with the side effects. There's 2 more to go in the challenge races. We're 47 minutes into this. Just this segment. Not even the video, because the video is also going to include the Chao karate stuff, which I think was like 15 minutes long. Which is looking hilariously short compared to this. Kids Troops Chao Ranger. I do not even know where to begin on this. Yeah, wow, the guide, or the tab I have open, it just says it's not a hard race. If you won against Chakron on the previous race, then you'll win here. I was wondering why there was slash Chak. It just dawned on me. It's the different types. You have the run, the power, swim, normal, fly. The one I'm stuck with here is the run. They're even color coordinated. That should have dawned on me, but it didn't. Shouldn't the Power Chao be doing better than the Fly Chao right now? I guess the power Chao couldn't fly. I guess that makes sense. Also, I just noticed the HUD is different too. Usually it would be 5 out of 8. It just says 5 because there's not 8 racers. How did it take the Power Chao so long to get a fruit to drop? Everything I know is wrong. Also, am I finally going to get my wish? Am I finally going to see some Chao beat me to the intelligence test? Finally? So, we're almost an hour into the video. But it might happen. The problem is my Chao stats are just slightly higher than everyone else. And everyone else just keeps tripping. Okay, Square Fruit, you can do this. I believe in you. You haven't failed yet. Come on, there's 4 Square Fruits. It's like, I want the Sonic Chao again. No, we'll be fine. It's gonna happen. The flight one's going for the Sonic Joy. We get to see it finally. Come on, you can do it. Drop off the wrong item. the Swim Chao, the green one, it's dropping off the wrong item too. It drops an Oma Chao. And that's great. That makes it worth it. Another Oma Chao. It's worth it. That's amazing. They all failed. Oh, they don't have to go and get it again. They just recover after Oma Chao hits them in the head. It'll fine. The point is, we finally got to see what happens when a Chao fails, and it was worth it. Yeah, I gotta agree with that tab I have open. This is not that difficult. And we're almost at the end of the challenges. There's one more to go after this. And I feel like if the challenges aren't going to give me any trouble, then the hero in Dark probably won't either. But at least we get a change of scenery. Saw that one coming. And I boosted anyway. I did not see that one coming. I should have, but I didn't. Alright, one more to go for challenge. I gotta keep emphasizing that, because you can all see the timeline and you know that we're nowhere near done yet. And as I am not able to see that, I just have to weep and cry a little bit. Ultimate Rival is what it's called. We're literally only racing one Chao. Interesting. I kind of feel like this is how they probably should have done it for that He Returns or whatnot. Just have us race the one, because it's only the one Chao that matters anyway. Wait, they still litter the 8 boxes out, even though there's only 2 of us. Okay. Okay, I got lucky. As did whatever this one's called. It's a Light Chaos Chao, so I'm just gonna call it Light. I don't know if that's its real name, but it works. And despite being called Light, it's not a Hero Chao, it's a neutral Chao. And I think I explained Chaos Chao before. It's a little quirk in the system you can do by having a Chao reincarnate and giving them a set number of animals and no Chaos Drives, and when they evolve, they should become Chaos. It's not super difficult, it's just really time consuming because the time it takes for a Chao to reincarnate is something close to 20 hours. And time only flows when you're in a garden. Then only that specific garden. And on top of that, most of us wouldn't just leave one Chao in a garden at a time like I did when I was raising cash, and for a while Glutton when that was my Chao of choice. But if you care enough about Chao Gardens that you care about what a Chaos Chao is, odds are you're probably raising at least 2 or 3 of them in the same garden. Come on, choose wrong. I didn't even pay attention to which one it is, but guessing by the quantity of it. No! I'm gonna get it wrong. Oh no, I'm not! This is right! I thought it was Sonic. I didn't see the image on the ground. You actually... Okay. Confirmed. Cash the Chao is smarter than me. Good to know. And... Oh, Chao. We didn't get to see it. Still hilarious, though. I don't want to boost while we're on an incline like this. There you go. This I don't care. My flight stat's actually decent too, but it's just... It doesn't last that long, and my swim stat is awful, so... No. Just boost spam until the finish. We've been at this for a long time, but we're gonna finish. Wait a minute, okay. Just had to make sure we weren't gonna fall into a trap. Funny thing is, it wouldn't even matter if we did, because I could have just boosted out of it. We still had enough boost. What would it matter? Oh, got a new medal. What do we get for this one? A TV! And an emblem. That's our real price. I'll do the Hero and Dark Races in a second. I want to show off the TV and the Jack-in-the-Box first. Just show they're here. The Jack-in-the-Box, unfortunately, I can't do anything, but the only ones I can are Chao, and I only have one Chao in this garden right now. I can't really still have animals in here. Just use them up already. They're distracting. I didn't even know they stayed in gardens. I thought they left. Maybe it's because I technically never left the neutral garden? Maybe? Whatever. Come on, do you want to use Jack in the Box? No? Okay. What about the TV? TV is actually kind of rare to see them use. Unless you have a bunch of Chao in here. That's kind of the thing about these two. It's like, the rewards are only usually any good if you have a bunch of Chao in here. The thing is, like, because of how the Dreamcast worked, they could only fit 8 Chao in a garden. That's the reason why we have the 3 gardens instead of just one big one. Because they could only realistically render 8 at a time. Which, don't get me wrong, in 1998, 8 of these things on screen and your main character was amazing. And it was still pretty impressive in 2001, if we're being honest. But yeah, let's not kid ourselves. If we could have one large garden with all 24 together, we'd probably pick that instead. But obviously secluded areas are nice, but alright. Anyway, let's go do the hero race. I'm done ranting. There's only 4 of these. From what I can get. Yeah, there's only 4 of them. And they're all against Dark Chao. I was going to scroll through them, but I can't. Oh, right. New music. And this is the dark one. Which I got them mixed up when I was talking about them before. The hero one is when you're racing Dark Chao, so of course that's when the dark music plays. Silly me. I thought it was the other way around. That was my mistake. This is the one I really like the aesthetic of. Although, to be honest, I don't even remember the hero one that well. Which is ironically the dark one! And as you probably saw from before, you're not allowed to enter this race if you're playing with a Dark Chao. Though neutral Chao, for whatever reason, are allowed to enter both. I do not understand this decision. I don't particularly care to. I'm just happy it is this way. Because it means you can just make one Beast Chao, and as long as it's a neutral Chao, it's allowed to enter everything. And to the best of my knowledge, this is true for every version of the game. It's not just an HD quirk or GameCube or whatnot. If you're playing the original Dreamcast version, it'll work there too. Again, I kind of get the feeling that's an oversight, but whatever. That tree is clipping through the hill. Yeah, that one right there. Nice. Yeah, that one wasn't too hard. That flag is clipping through the post too. It's like they just hastily put this together. Yeah, this one wasn't going to be too hard. Most of these aren't even adult Chao yet, so of course this one's easy. We're back to Tier 2. I mentioned this before back at the beginner's race, but just in case you didn't catch on, in order to enter these races, you need to have the garden that's associated with it. I didn't figure that out at the time, but that is how it works. So, for the hero race, you need the hero garden unlocked. And to unlock the hero garden, you need a hero Chao. Which you get by pampering your Chao as a hero character, basically. Or I guess you can abuse it as a dark character, but don't do that. It's really dangerous. You can end up accidentally killing it. And then all your work is wasted. And just don't do it unless you're absolutely certain of what you're doing. Like, I see speedrunners do it all the time. It's like, it's fine for them. They know what they're doing. Oh, I just noticed my character stuff changed. Still got the eyebrows, though. Not thrilled about the new tail, but you know what? Everything else is fine. I just never really liked the skunk tail. Looks way too... It doesn't even look like a skunk tail. But even the skunks in this game aren't colored like that. But whatever. Just boost. So far, it's not looking like much of a challenge. I'm skipping over the tab right now. Tells me about what this race is about. It just says it's a long race against some faster Dark Chao. And they said you'll do well if your Chao is trained since the last race. But again, level 99 everything. Can't really train any better than that. It's okay. I don't need to see you. I don't need to see you fail anymore. I've seen someone else fail, and then I saw someone else fail immediately after them, and it was hilarious. It was great. Looking at the maps, this is the longest of the hero races too. The actual length. Sort of. Like the fourth one I think is literally the exact same course. So it's gonna be the same. But whatever, I'm too far into these to cut out that filler. Just be thankful I cut out the crap of the jewel races. Because that's, again, that's over an hour long. It took me 65 minutes. Granted, I wasn't really playing most of the time. I was just watching YouTube videos, and then I would just watch out the corner of my eye to see, oh, is it working? Oh, are you done? Okay, I'm gonna reset the menu, and okay, have at it. Good for you. Alright, I'm not gonna boost anymore. I think I need the remaining stamina to get through here. It scared me for a second because I was over... Oh, well, now you can see what happens when you go at half speed. Because it wore off early. But, again, whatever. So we're at the end. And no one else was around, so it did not matter in the slightest. Oh, that is another ball. Like with the challenge races, these are things that are added to the gardens. However, that was something that they added to the hero garden. So if I ran up there right now, I would find that ball. I'll show it off once I'm done with all these. Same thing with the dark garden. Because it's not the same as just with the normal challenge races. Because then I could just leave the cave and then go right back in. But here I would have to leave, then I'd have to go back in the neutral garden, then I have to go back in the cave, and it's actually not as bad as it sounds, just saying it out loud, but it's still kind of tedious. Alright, third one. A race against some Dark Chao skulls on their head. Thank you, Chao Hippo Tank, for explaining that one. Mainly power is needed. Well, crap. Well, I'm not much of a power Chao, but we're still in first place for now. Yeah, I see the power emphasis here. There's 2 walls to climb and a tree to shake. That being said, we're still in first place right now. Not an issue. Emphasize your advantage. That is seriously, that's the biggest hint I can give you for these races. Emphasize your advantage. Pay attention to your highest stats and boost then. Like, sure, I could boost when I'm climbing that hill, but it's not going to be as good of a boost as I would get from boosting when I'm running. That's how you win races. Well, that and you level your Chao up to level 99 and everything because it's a beast Chao. And you really want to win. That was a experience I don't want to repeat anytime soon. I'm planning on doing it eventually for a cyber race one day, but that's probably not going to be anytime soon. Alright. Race 4 is just like the one with the challenge mode, only this time we're up against a dark Chaos Chao instead of a neutral Chaos Chao. And it's supposed to be roughly the same difficulty, so if you had trouble with that one, you'll have trouble here too. I didn't really have that much trouble though, so I'm not super worried. Again, there's a lot of running and not that worried. That's just all I gotta say. I wasted part of my stamina boost there. Fine. That tail is so distracting. Just watching it while climbing. Just swaying back and forward and back and forward. You're actually closer to me than I expected. Alright. Emphasize advantage. Let's go. I was just adjusting my tab thing so I can see the hero races now. I don't even know what I'm going to put a thumbnail on this one. This could be anything. I know exactly what I'm putting on the thumbnail. Because like, there's no big. That's what I've been doing for all the thumbnails so far. That's not blatantly obvious. Because, you know, I love big, and I want to show my big appreciation. All day, every day. Oh, am I going to get to see the failure? Because there's only one square fruit, and I got it first. Ah, you suck. Ah, it's getting the triangle fruit, but I'm not going to get to see it. So it is going to fail, which means I've got even more time now. I was waiting for that. I was about to voice off in sync with it, but then another couple seconds passed, and it's like, okay, where is it? Alright, I want to boost some more, but I don't have that much stamina left, and I don't want to be at half. I'm sure people that have done this with lower stamina than me are probably laughing right now, but hey, I've had this much stamina since I started the races. Since I started the everything other than beginner races, at least. Ah, this is great. This is real satisfying. Beautiful. Alright, there we go. This will be another emblem for us. So once I'm done with the hero stuff too, I'll go into the emblem results, because I feel like we're overdue for that. Oh, we get a little rocket horse. What are they called? Other tab, please tell me, because I'm dumb. Rocking horse. Thank you, I'm dumb. We got another emblem. It's 174. So then we'll get one more here. That'll be all Chao stuff, and then we'll just need to get the 5 remaining emblems from Canon's Score. Because, you know, there's missions 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's one for all 8 ranks. So, awesome. I was almost thrown off by the different music. Like, I should have expected... Oh, another new emblem. I like that one. It looks nice. Too bad I'm probably going to totally ruin it when I go through this. Yeah, I actually really like this something. It sounds nice, and you got the mushrooms. It looks great. I still think I prefer the hero race aesthetic through the Dark Garden a little bit more. But there's something really nice about this. Also, like, you can't go wrong with an organ. It's one of my favorite instruments just to listen to. Like, I don't care what you're playing on it, just something. Beautiful. Okay, yeah. This segment actually looks really good. I mean, like, again, comparatively, like, I know that if they ever tried releasing a game like this nowadays, it'd be laughed out of the building, but this game came out 2002, and that's just the GameCube. The Dreamcast one is 2001. Granted, like, again, HD version, and I think that came out 2012. That one wasn't too long. And from what I can tell on the tab, it is the exact same for the second one, but they changed the level design a little bit, and they're older now. So it's not just little baby Hero Chao, it's proper Hero Chao who are racing. Because they're not even really Hero Chao at that point. They're just baby Chao that have been pampered by hero characters. Or really, really hate the dark characters. Or, you know, the fruits, but no one really uses the fruits in this game, do they? SA1, okay, fine, but in this game, you really just give them the animals and pet them, and it's faster and it's cheaper. I love this song. Oh no! Wow, a lot of us got stunned. Alright, get up. I love that organ so much. It makes this song for me. It sounds so good. And the chimes, and it's like, I don't mean to diss like the Jewel or the Challenge. The dark music was great too, but just certain instruments that I will always love just out of pure bias. And that's one of them. It's like, I know it's a personal bias. I can't help it. Let's just use some of our boost here. Because I already know there's no way they're going to be there for the intelligence test. And quite frankly, they've already seen the intelligence test, so who cares? I mean, I've already seen someone fail it. Okay, let's try saving the remaining stamina for a bit. Stamina doll. This suspicious looking round fruit looks a lot like Sonic. Nah, you got it. We're doing good! Go! Awesome. Alright, come on. Hills. You can get through the hills. I believe in you. Okay, boost now. I can usually get 3 boosts out of this safely. Oh god! Oh, thank goodness! It was about to trip, but it started flying first. Yeah, how are you supposed to trip while flying? You just fall? You're falling anyway. There's no real flying in this game. It's following the style. If Toy Story taught me anything, it was that. Alright, let's use our remaining stamina. Might as well, right? I'm gonna hold on to this last sliver just in case. Okay, now. Alright. There's that one done. I think we got 2 left after this. There's the 6 flickering there. I think from the old... Yeah, from the timer, just flickering above that last 6. And it's a really... Like, can you see that? I don't see it in OBS. But it's probably being picked up by the video capture. It will be super jarring. And kind of hilarious. I wasn't paying attention because I was so distracted by the flickering 6, which is gone now, by the way. It went away when we oh, it's back again! What? What the heck? That is so weird. Yeah, now I can't see it. That is so bizarre. I was about to get up and just check my TV because I use my TV as a dual monitor. So, and that dual monitor is what I'm showing through OBS. And I played the actual game through my proper monitor. It's just easier for me that way. Oh, we're running this way this time. Okay, well, it's a short race for once. Well, take advantage of your advantages. Oh, maybe the boosts do stack and I was wrong. Was I? I'd be really late for noticing if that is how it works, but... Let's check. They do stack! Okay, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Like, I was very wrong, they do stack. I mentioned that way too late in the video, but I was wrong. Boost stack. I still wouldn't recommend doing it because it's just too dangerous, but I admit to my ignorance, I was wrong. One more to go. This is the last race for the video. Rejoice! Angel versus Devil is what it's called. Which is funny because the 6 is back! What is that stupid stuff? I do not see it in OBS at all. Like, it's kind of funny though because like, we're not playing as a devil or an angel, we're just a Chao. The long race though. I expect this would probably be about the same difficulty as the Challenge and Hero races. Just if you're using a neutral Chao, then it would be the same as those. These stupid trees strike back. Ah, no. Well, fine. Again, it's the last race you gotta do. After that, we're done with Chao. I want to say for good, but I'm not actually sure about that. Again, there's rumors that... That's not what I'm talking... I'm talking about, like, the advanced games. I don't actually know how much that is required. And unlike in SADX where I just hacked my way to victory, I did it all legit this time. Unless you count the fruit glitch from the Hero Garden as cheating. Which I don't. It's in the game. And I did use the animal glitch a couple times when I was doing my grinding. Like, that was in the grind segment, okay? And at most I saved, like, maybe 10 level playthroughs, so not much. Like, I think I used it a few times with the Condors and a couple times with Skeleton Dogs. I don't remember using it again. I probably did, though. Come on. Go pick it up. I don't care which one you pick up. You're going to be wrong no matter what, because they're all wrong other than this. I believe in you, Hero Chaos Chao. You got the Sonic doll. Great. I don't like boosting going down slopes. Already mentioned the white side. I'm sure the speed is the same. It's just the visual cue. Now that I know stacks, it doesn't matter. Oh, actually. Oh. I'm going to check that when we're back on dry land, but it might not stack as well as I thought it did. So, I think it's more of a middle ground. I mean, it does technically stack, but I feel like you lose part of your boost. No, you don't. Never mind, I'm crazy. So it looks like you lose part of your boost when it was stacking. But no, I was wrong. It stacks, period. Fine, I admit it. We stack. Here we go. I know what this award is. It's the radio. It's another award that I never see get used because, well, I basically never use the Dark Garden ever. So, bleh. And here we go, 175. We are so close. We are done with Chao Gardens. In this game for sure. Where's Cash? Here you are. Ah, you know what, I'll let Cash sit around here. Forever! Or at least until I inevitably wipe my save file so I can start over again for that race I'm talking about. Where I'm gonna go for 180 almost so fast! And yeah, you can see the radio here. It won't play unless the Chao activates it, so I can't do it myself. And here's the ball. It basically works the same as the one that's in the neutral garden. You can kick it around, you can throw it, you can do stuff with it. As you can see, it also has really wonky physics. I love how wonky the physics are in this thing. It's not just this one, it's all of them. They're all great. Alright, let's go see the Hero Garden still. I don't even have any Chao in the Hero Garden, but I'll go. Yep. So here you got the rocking horse again. There's not even any Chao here, but even if there was, you would need it to get on there, and it's a random chance, so I'm not gonna sit around and wait for that. I've done enough waiting involving Chao. Thank you very much. Believe you me, I have waited plenty. But yeah, there we go. That is the Chao Gardens. All of them, they're all done. 9 out of 9 emblems. 175 emblems out of 180. Just got a 2 cannon score. And we are done. Well, and the Yoma Chao video that I keep threatening. I'm doing that. I don't expect to get a single view, but I'm doing it. And so you just have to sit down and watch this over and over. It's great. But I might fill in the other extras while I'm at it. Just make it more worthwhile. 40 hours. A lot of that's grind time, mind you, but good grief. I believe it. This is insane. Well, I will see you all next time when we do Cannon Score and we technically finish the game. So I will see you all then. Goodbye.